Thank you for your interest in Purdue Extension's Get WalkIN program. This video will be an introduction to the program, teach you how the Get WalkIN program works, help you to get a walking program started in your community, and resources to assist you in being successful in the delivery of Get Walking. My name is Stephanie Wood Cox, and I am a health and wellness specialist for Purdue Extension in the College of Health and Human Sciences and the Purdue School of Nursing. With me is Dr. Libby Richards.
Hi, I'm Libby Richards, an assistant professor in the School of Nursing with research background in physical activity promotion. This Get Walk-In program is based off of several pilot interventions that I have created and were successful in increasing walking in a general adult population. Through the success of the pilot interventions, we partnered with Purdue Extension and have tailored this program to be specific to audiences that Extension serves. Get Walk-In aligns with social cognitive theory, which proposes that behavior is influenced through reciprocal interactions between personal factors, environmental influences, and behavioral attributes. The Get Walk-In program consists of a total of 16 emails sent by Extension educators. The emails are sent bi-weekly for the first 4 weeks and then weekly for the next 8 weeks. These emails target principles of self-efficacy or competence, social support, goal setting, and benefits and barriers to walking. We received IBAT funding from Extension to pilot Get Walk-In, and you can see our IBAT team members. In the spring of 2016, we piloted this program across 12 counties in Indiana and recruited 312 participants. Findings from this pilot indicate that both participants and Extension educators felt that this program was feasible and successful in increasing walking.
All of the information that you will need for the Get Walking program will be available on the Purdue Extension intranet. Simply log into the intranet using your Purdue career account and password. On that site, you will find information regarding email and evaluation, marketing and recruitment materials, resources, and handouts for the Get Walking program. Once on the intranet, you will be directed to the Get Walking page. Let's take a first look at the emails and evaluation portion of the program. When you click on the emails and evaluation folder, you will see a list of all of the pre-developed messages to be emailed to participants of the Get Walking program. An example that we will walk through is the introductory email to be sent to your participants. When you double-click on this file, an email will open in your Microsoft Outlook. When opened, the email will look similar to what you see on this screen. A couple of things to keep in mind when you are sending email messages to participants of the Get Walking program. In the to line of your email, be sure to add your own email address. Add participant email addresses in the BCC line or the blind carbon copy line. In order to show the BCC line, under the Options tab in your email, click on the BCC form. This will allow you to put all participant email addresses in this line. This is done so that there is anonymity to participants who are participating in the program. On the subject line, simply add Get Walk-In. You will see a portion of this email below. Any of the text that you find that is in red text will be an opportunity for you as the educator to tailor this information. Be sure you check all email for any red text to be changed or edited as needed. Additionally, further down this page, you will notice content for participants to read. As noted earlier, all of the evaluation for the program is built into email content. Here you will see a link for participants to complete the evaluation. Toward the bottom of your email, you will see a footer at the bottom of this email. This will link participants to the Purdue Extension Health and Human Sciences Facebook and Twitter pages, as well as the HHS homepage. Additionally, participants can link to the Purdue School of Nursing. One final tip is to remove your signature block that may appear at the bottom of email if that is a feature you have set. For all email that gets sent out during the duration of the Get Walking program, be sure to have a backup plan for sending emails if you plan on being out of the office at any time during the program. We just reviewed information to help you successfully email participants of the program information. The information we just reviewed is also outlined for you here and may be a good tip sheet for you as you send email through the program.
Program evaluation is already built into the Get Walk-In program, meaning that you won't have to do your traditional paper pencil surveys for evaluation. The Get Walk-In emails have Qualtrics links built into them at 3 time points where we will be collecting evaluation data. Those time points are at baseline, immediately at the end of the 3-month program, and then 3 months post-program. And I'd like to show you what type of data we will be collecting. So at the beginning of each survey, there's standard text for voluntary survey participation. We'll be asking participants theoretical variables from social cognitive theory. So we're assessing social support, we're assessing self-efficacy, we're assessing physical activity, and in order for me to get to the next page, I have to fill this out because some of the questions are forced completion. We'll be asking about reinforcements and barriers to walking. We're also going to be assessing a few general health variables, including physical and mental health, motivation for walking. We're also assessing standard demographic variables that you're used to seeing in your program evaluation. The second time point for evaluation will occur immediately after the last email. This web link is embedded in the week 16 email, and I'll show you what this evaluation looks like. Again, we have our canned text for voluntary survey participation, and then on this second time point, we're going to be assessing perceptions of the participants on the Get Walk-In program overall. So we'll be asking them questions about their thoughts on the emails, how often they read the emails. We'll also ask their experiences, if there's anything that they would change, what did they particularly like, what seemed unnecessary, would they refer a friend. And then again, we're going to be assessing their physical activity, so we'll be able to look at change in physical activity from the beginning to the end of the program. And I have to fill it out again in order to show you the next page. And then also again, we will be assessing the theoretical variables of social cognitive theory. So here we have our social support, and here's our self-efficacy or confidence scales. We'll be asking another general motivation question. If the participants ran into any barriers for walking, we'd like to know that. And also the health questions, so physical and mental health. Again, we're also assessing weight, and we'll have their name, so if for some reason we want to link, we can do that. And then I'll take you to the final part of program evaluation. This link is in an email that you will send out 3 months after your last Get WalkIN email, and this will allow us to assess short-term maintenance of behavior change. And so again, we have our canned responses, and this will allow us to look at change in these social cognitive theory variables from the beginning to immediately post-intervention to 3 months after the intervention. So we can look to see if any perceptions of social support changed, any perceptions of competence changed. Again, we'll be able to assess physical activity and walking in specifically. And then we can also see if there was any changes in motivation, if they've ran into any new barriers or additional barriers, and then we'll also look at physical health, mental health, and weight. And so that gets us through program evaluation. Also on the intranet are marketing and recruitment materials. These materials are already created for your use. They are tailorable, so you'll see when you look at the Facebook social media posts or the Twitter posts, there's room for you to add your contact information, for example. We also have created a newspaper article that you may use, a newsletter article, and also a flyer. And you can see on the flyer here that it's a fillable PDF, so you can advertise your target start date, provide your email and contact information, and when you would like participants to register by. Also on the intranet, we have a folder that has resources and handouts, which you may find helpful for your participants. There are articles and fact sheets, both in English and in Spanish. This is an example of an extension publication that I did a few years back that's also translated into Spanish that you may find helpful to give to your participants. We also have a document that contains several helpful web links for special populations which you might encounter, including walking tips and walking plans for older adults, information specific to families, and also information specific to moms or stroller walkers, and how to promote increases in physical activity in farmers and ag producers. And once again, you'll find all of this information on the Extension intranet.
Now that you have learned about the Get WalkIN program, here is how you get started. You will find a link on the intranet site to be able to share some information with us about hosting a Get WalkIN program in your county. You will be supplying us with some information about you as an educator, as well as the anticipated start date of your Get WalkIN program. To be in compliance with IRB protocol and for ensuring accurate delivery of email messages for the duration of the program, we will ask you to acknowledge a couple of statements about the Get WalkIN program. After completing this brief Qualtrics, you will be ready to implement your program in your community. If you have questions about Get WalkIN or any of the content found in this training presentation, please be sure to contact myself, Stephanie Wood Cox, or program developer Dr. Libby Richards. We will be available to answer any questions that you may have about email and evaluation, marketing and recruitment materials, or any of the resources and handouts that you have available to you on the Purdue Extension intranet site under the Get WalkIN program. We certainly are excited to bring this program to Purdue Extension for all educators to implement, and we look forward to working with you to have a successful delivery of Get WalkIN in your community.